One of the difficult things to do if you're not living in an English-speaking country is to increase your exposure to English. In order to do that, you need to know what to watch and how, so that you can learn and get better at understanding English, its culture, and the way words are used in the right context. As you might know, some of your friends with more experience suggest watching series. Some even recommend the ones they love and ask you to watch and learn from them. While as an English teacher, I don't agree with them 100%, I know why they may suggest watching movies to help you improve your English. Plus, I was given the same advice many times. Now you might think, what's wrong with that suggestion? Let's address the elephant in the room. Don't take advice from someone who doesn't have enough experience in learning languages. Their experience and way of learning things can be very different from yours. It's like asking a friend to give you advice on your diet. You don't ask your friends what to eat to lose or gain weight, right? Your body metabolizes food differently from others. Your way of processing information is different from your friends too. That's how your brain works. Any individual learns things differently. So first, you have to remember your level matters. What I mean is that if you're at lower levels of English, you can't start just by watching a new series. I promise that won't work. Second is the problem of translation and subtitles. Some say watch them with subtitles on or with a subtitle in your mother tongue. Others say don't. So now what? Now, I'm here to help you. First source, YouTube videos. You need to remember watching anything for the sake of entertainment is fine by me. Watch whatever you want, however you want. That being said, as I have said before in my previous videos, learning happens when you're focused, intentional, and you have a purpose. I personally watch lots of YouTube videos whenever I have time. These videos include things like science, psychology, philosophy, woodworking, restoration, gaming, and so forth. However, as you might have guessed, I watch them to chill out or learn something that might help me have a better life. I don't focus on vocabulary or grammar since some of these videos don't even have a talking person. Now you'd ask how you improve your English then. Step 1. Watch something you like. Choose something that you know a little bit about, even in your own mother tongue. If you're an engineer, start with engineering YouTube videos. See how native engineers talk. If you're a history fan, watch videos related to the history of your country in English. Who knows, you might find some new things you didn't even know before. Step 2. Stay curious. This is where even the algorithm helps you. If you keep watching topics you like, you're likely to get more recommendations with similar topics. Step 3. Don't tire yourself. Don't overwatch or it will be too much. Pace yourself. Be consistent, but know your capacity. Don't overdo it, and remember, I'm talking about focus and intentional learning, not entertainment. Second source, documentaries. I usually recommend watching documentaries for more advanced students as they contain more complicated and natural forms of day-to-day English, or even academic English. So if you watch documentaries to learn English, make sure you follow these steps. Step 1. Start easy. If you're an upper intermediate or advanced student, start with documentaries that focus on things you know or have knowledge about. You can't start with documentaries about quantum physics and have no idea what quantum physics is. Step 2. Watch a lot of the same thing. Again, the more you watch about the same topic, the more you're exposed to it. This will help you remember it better and recognize language patterns in that topic. Third source, movies and series. I think you know what I'm going to say. I only recommend watching movies and series to students with more language experience, to students who have improved their listening skills and are familiar with different accents and pronunciations. Movies and series contain a more complex and challenging forms of English. Knowing that, you can watch movies and series to learn English, and you can try to follow these steps. Step 1. Watch to enjoy. Some people like to watch only horror movies, while others enjoy watching different genres like sci-fi or romance. Whatever your choice is, make sure that you enjoy what you watch. The positive energy you get by watching something you like enforces learning and gives you energy to watch more. Step 2. Be aware of culture. Movies and series teach you about what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. But don't take everything you see in a movie and a series as real. I can't stress this enough. Not everyone in the UK, the US, Canada, or even Australia swears in every sentence. They don't say shit or f in any chance they get. Don't think it's cool, because it's not. On the other hand, don't use the words and expressions you learn in the wrong context. You might confuse people or make them misunderstand you. Context matters. Now that we got all that out of the way, let's learn how to use these sources step by step and for different levels. A1, A2. One of the advantages of using YouTube is that it has a lot of new videos that you can use to practice. You can also play and replay them as many times as you want. I'm going to start with one of my favorite YouTubers in gaming and one of the influencers I love watching. After that, I'll show you how a student with a lower level can learn from a YouTube video. Remember, at this level, you don't need to understand everything you hear, but think of it as a learning tool to help you improve. The first thing you notice is Tim's energy and, of course, his loud voice screaming. But if you are a lower level student, you can start by naming the things you see on the screen. Simple words and sentences will be enough. For example, this is a tank top, this is a table, this is a microphone. Another thing you can do is to say what you see is happening. For instance, Tim's wearing a headphone and is talking to his microphone. He's wearing a tank top and glasses. He's explaining why and how he's helping a charity. This way, you are practicing English grammar, like the present simple and present continuous. The next video is from Matt Diavilla, who's one of my favorite people online. You can use his videos to practice grammar and the past simple.
So after living in the US for 35 years, I made the decision with my family to leave America for good. It was not a decision that was easy, but as time passed, it became clear that the US was no longer the right place for us.
In the first seconds of the video, you can hear him talking about what he had decided to do, and at a lower level, you can simply say, he said he decided to leave America. Another thing is to watch the video from the beginning to the end without understanding every word, and then record yourself talking about what you watched in past tense. I watched a guy talking about his decision to leave America. He lived in the US and then he met his girlfriend, who now is his wife. They made plans to leave and so on. This way, you watched someone talk and you explained what you remembered using the language you are comfortable with. Here, simple sentences with simple words. B1, B2. Not to get DMCA'd, I need to show a short clip of the series or movies here. DMCA is an acronym which stands for Digital Millennium Copyright Act, but I used it as a verb. which casually means in order not to have any copyright problems on YouTube. If you're at this level, you have a better listening skill and you can use it to help you with conversations. Here, you can also pay close attention to metaphors and expressions. See the money won't stay for your meal, getting all the piece of pie for your wife. For instance, in the famous series Suits, in episode 3 of season 1, you hear,
"What? You're moving forward, and he'll do whatever he can to keep you where you are.
Yeah,
but no buts. That kid is an anchor. You need to cut him loose.
Whoa.
You owe me $50.
And the same metaphor in episode 5.
This guy is not your friend. He is an anchor dragging you down. Get rid of him. He's my oldest friend, Harvey. I wasn't just gonna let him rot in jail.
If you pay attention to this or similar metaphors, you learn a lot. You need to pay attention to grammar and context too. You can see in the movie Interstellar a mixed conditional sentence. The expression "I hear," not "I heard."
Hey, the house was built on magnetic ore. We'd have seen this the first time we switched on the tractor.
I hear your meeting at the school didn't go so well.
You heard? I just thought we forgotten who we are now. Explorers, pioneers, not caretakers.
Similar words and phrases that can help you with your overall understanding of grammar and how native speakers use them. C1, C2. At this level, you might think there isn't much you can learn, but you can. I suggest documentaries as they provide information on a certain topic, and the focus helps you learn idioms, collocations, expressions, and even the jargon being used in that topic. I chose Minimalism official Netflix documentary, which is available to watch on YouTube. Here you can learn phrases and expressions to express your opinion and form your own opinion on the topic you're watching.
We are too materialistic in the everyday sense of the word, and we are not at all materialistic enough in the true sense of the word. We need to be true materialists, like really care about the materiality of goods. Instead, we're in a world in which material goods are so important for their symbolic meaning, what they do to position us in a status system based on what advertising or marketing says they're about.
It also allows you to watch and challenge your own beliefs and opinions and record yourself talking about it using the expressions you have made notes of. The subtitle debate. If you're watching something for entertainment, do whatever you like. With or without subtitles, in your mother tongue or in English, doesn't matter. But if you want to improve your English, especially your listening skill, here's what I think works best. Step 1. First, choose a small clip and watch it once or twice without a subtitle. Check your understanding by asking yourself what happened. Step 2. Record yourself. Talk it about what you watched. Step 3. Watch the clip one more time with the subtitles, only in English. Check the words and phrases you don't know. This will help you understand the clip better. Now it's time for you to compare your understanding with your recording in the first step. Step 4. After checking your understanding, watch the video one last time, but without the subtitle and sound. Yes, this time you watch it without hearing anything. So try to remember what people said. And try saying what you remember as they talk. I'll show you how it works in a different video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.